Okay, this is a little tutorial about our hard Dodger and how we get it made, how it was assembled on our 1976 Pearson 365, hull number 11, sailing vessel Norngast. So we had a canvas Dodger with this aluminum frame, and the canvas Dodger and the isinglass was a real mess, so we got rid of it, and we used this aluminum frame as the base for building the fiberglass Dodger. There isn't any core or anything. It's not polyfoam, it's not plywood core, it's just fiberglass layers laid up. So this is the surface here of the cockpit combing. We measured from here up over the top of the existing Dodger frame. Go past the mizzen mast and down to the same spot on the other side. We measured that distance. Then we measured from the mizzen mast to the sheeting for the main boom. And that gave us a rectangle. So then we laid down some plastic, laid down one sheet of fiberglass, and wetted it down, let it dry. We peeled that fiberglass up and cut a flat edge and laid it up against this gap here, laid it over the top of the existing frame, wire tying it with zip ties while we did until it came down to that other edge over on the other side, cut that flat, and we left that zip tied to the existing frame. Then we measured from right here at that corner around the front of the Dodger, from this surface down to this surface. So we measured that whole thing and came up with another rectangle. Laid it out, one mat of fiberglass, wetted it down, let it dry, and then we zip tied that to the existing piece across the top of the bows. So now we've got basically the basic shape of the Dodger, with it zip tied to the bow to keep it in place, and then we just started laying up layers of fiberglass and building up the surface. Laid up fiberglass and built this edge right here, and that edge then goes all along here over to the other side. Then back here we have it bowed out almost like a little splash deflector, so it bows out and then runs along the edge of the cockpit combing. Now this part here, this little grab thing, this is going to be a little disturbing because I'm moving too fast, but this little grab thing right here is just 1-inch dowel sticks glued to the edge of the fiberglass, just glued to the edge of the fiberglass, and then glassed over. They go all the way across the top like that as a handhold down the other side. So when it's structurally strong enough to come apart, we cut it loose from the frame, took it off the deck, took it into a little building, laid it upside down, and just started laying in fiberglass, building it up and building up until we had a structure that was sturdy enough that it ended up being the final product here. It's glued with silicone sealer to the deck, and screwed down in literally just a couple of places. The handles out here were the handles that were on the old Dodger, fiberglass or canvas Dodger, so we just bolted through to the frame, and that puts that grab handle there. The windows were cut out and fit into this. We cut those gaps out for the windows, and they are Lexan, except for the center windshield, which is polycarbonate. You can see those screws holding these pieces here. These pieces are removable, and this stays fixed. These are removable, these come off, and then the piece of Lexan or polycarbonate slides out, and you can take it and stash it underneath the cushions in the V-berth if it's too hot. And you want some flow-through air coming through there, through the windshield. We mounted the solar panels on top, and so you can see we got the little sail handling lines running through the front, The height of debauchery, last year I added a windshield wiper. Got it at West Marine, and it just clears that little spot, but it's enough that you can see where you're going. So, there you have it. That's it. That's our Dodger. Oh, I built a Traveler and moved the purchase for the main sheeting forward about a foot from where it was from the factory to make the inside of the Dodger a little bit bigger. So, anyway, really love it. And there you have it. That's the little tutorial on how we made it.